Good afternoon, curling fans. Welcome into the finals of the Austrian Curling Open here in 2024. We are here in beautiful Kitzbühel, Austria. They have turned their ice hockey arena into a curling venue for the weekend, and it has been a action-packed weekend.
Definitely.
But here we are, the top two teams. Team Genner, Austrian men's national team, going up against Team Verreycken, the Belgian men's national team. They do have a bit of history, not only in this tournament, but also from last year at the Euros. Austria knocked Belgium out of the B division playoffs that would have seen and ended up getting promoted to A. So there's going to be a little bit of revenge seeking here from Team Verreycken. They're going to want to take this title on Austria's home turf. I mentioned about also playing together against each other in this tournament. They actually played against each other in the previous round. They were off cast. They ended in a draw, which sees them stay 1-2 at the table, and so they moved on to the finals. A heartbreaking result for G-Force. They were looking pretty good to get promoted, but Team Getter had a last stone to draw for 2 to tie the match, and the sweepers were just able to drag it into the house, maybe 3 centimeters. So an expensive 3 centimeters for G-Force, but Team Getter here in the final to face Team Verreycken, and who's going to be the Austrian champion tournament of this. Let's try this again. The champion of this Austrian tournament. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I mean, we are also a little bit exhausted. Not exhausted as the players, not exhausted as Hannah playing almost every game here, but it has been a long tournament. It started last month on August 30th. Now we are September 1st, but it feels like it's been running for a month. Short nights, but yeah, if you get rewarded with a finale like this, two national teams competing for kind of the ultimate glory, both teams kickstarting their season towards the Euros, I think we are spoiled. And this is going to be a huge game. It's very hard to predict a winner. Both teams are basically unbeaten. So we have kind of unbeaten teams facing each other right here with that tie in the previous one. But before we go a little bit deeper into the game, let's have a quick recap of the tournament, because we have a more or less final standing. There can be some spots moved around, but the second part, so places 9 to 16, have been determined. Those are the 8 teams that did not make it in the top 8, and they will probably watch the final from the stands here or from Kurdia. And to those traveling back home, safe travels. But in the top 8, we have locked finales. So the finale Genner against Verreycken is a locked one, and then the bronze finale G-Force against Leckenten is also locked. And on places 1 to 4, they get the money prizes. So it's really money time for those teams, not just as a figure of speak, but in reality. I think the main total cash prize for the winner of this tournament is 1,200 euros. That's quite a lot. You can buy your girlfriend a lot of presents with that money. And then, of course, for places 5 to 8, we have Austrian delights in the full, I think, sausages. What is kind of typical Austrian stuff you can get around here? Probably Schinken, Kartoffeln, Brat, whatever. That's Austrian kitchen. I can only recommend during ski holidays. It's the best of the best.
Yeah, so they'll be playing for that. But so by locked, you mean that if whoever loses this match, they're finishing second. They can't fall any further. Same within the second final. Now, 5 through 8 can change depending on who wins, how many ends. There's still going to be some tiebreakers there. So they still do have to kind of put their foot on the gas, keep things going if they want to change their spot in the table.
Correct. And this has been a great tournament for the Austrian teams as well, because they are using this tournament here in Kitzbühel also to kind of train their national teams. They have a lot of national teams. They have the junior women's, junior men's, the mixed team, senior men's. They are all here with their coaches, because this is also the start not only for the senior men's but for everybody basically. And if you look at the standings, you can see that a lot of Austrian teams made it into the top 8. I think if I count correctly, 4 out of 6 Austrian teams are out there, and 1, of course, playing the final. I think that's a big result out there.
Yep. Yeah, good job for them. It's always good to do well in your home tournament, and this being a big showcase for Austrian curling, extra important as well.
Yeah. I think what's also a nice one is Südtirol Bruneck. We had them twice on stream, and they didn't manage to get a win on stream, but in their final moments of truth. They were able to actually win, which is a pretty big result. But before that game, I think they only won one or two or maybe three ends max in the entire tournament, but end up kind of getting 2 points and leaving current club St. Gallen pointless here on the boards. But they are always invited to come back next year and come back stronger. That's also a shout out here from the club manager and the organizers. If everybody wants to bring a team next year, they can really kind of bump up the tournament up towards at a max of 24 teams. That could be a pretty big one. And next year is going to be a special event here at Kitchpool because current club Kitchpool, they have their 70 years jubilee event. 70 years of curling Kitchpool. I don't know the amount of editions of the tournament they had so far, but obviously quite a lot. And we had a little bit of a history lesson here. It started out, kickstarted by some Scottish guys starting to play curling on a tennis court here close by. And this is how curling basically started to grow in Austria. I think Scottish, they took the sport everywhere.
They did.
That's no surprise.
So what are we looking at for today? We've got this, we're in our last bit, last match, everything to play for. We know Team Verreycken quite well. We've seen Team Genner. We've had discussions with their coach Bjorn, and they're really, really using this to prepare. One little wrinkle in this matchup is Team Genner is going to be playing without their usual skip. So Jonas, the vice skip, will be jumping into the skip position, and Johan Card will be joining them to kind of fill in that extra spot. So we'll see how that works out. You're losing a little bit of experience from Matthias, but I think the boys have shown they're all pretty good players themselves. So that's going to be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, indeed. And also talking about bringing new players into the team, the same goes for Team Verreycken. Basically, if you compare the lineup today in this tournament versus the Team Verreycken lineup they had during the Euros, Dan, their lead, is not here at the tournament, so they're bringing their freshly new alternate, Tom Goethals. He joined Team Verreycken over the summer, has been training. They had training sessions in Fussen, also a tournament in Fussen, and now he's kind of really wearing the jersey and bringing the team to a final against a pretty tough opponent. So I think that's also a great result for Team Verreycken, kind of proving that you can bring in new players and get them up to speed. So I think it's a learning opportunity for both teams here.
Yeah, and we're familiar with Tom. He played on our team last year in the Belgian league. Got an opportunity to join Team Verreycken in the national team, and we are very happy for him. It's he's put in a lot of work over the summer. Even actually suffered a bit of an injury, broken leg. Still kept training, managed to is back on his feet and everything going. He says he knows he's throwing the stone right when his ankle hurts. Yeah. So. It's hopefully not too painful to take him out of his rhythm, but at least he knows that.
Well, if his ankle is really a problem, I think he can always retire and join Team Legenton, who are kind of famous for having broken ankles and broken legs out there, apparently. So they say. There were their own words, and also the logo. It has a duck with a sprained ankle in a cast. So, Tom, if you can't keep up with the standards of Team Verreycken, there are other opportunities out there.
Yep. So, see the ice makers. Chris has been working really hard this weekend. He's been doing a fantastic job with the ice. He gets here early every day, does the scraping in between every match. He's doing it all alone and has done a fantastic job setting up this venue. So a big shout out to him. Maybe we can pop in and see him. I don't know. He just walked off camera.
He probably overheard you. He kind of hears things, or he was alarmed by Herbie. Herbie, the Ice Maker's dog, has its own Instagram page. Now, talking about Instagram, we have a lot of Instagram stories, and we are also currently running a poll on Instagram to see who is the fan favorite, because we will pick our picks later on, but you guys out there are invited to watch the stream. We are broadcasting on YouTube on Kurdia TV. For people that are not familiar with Kurdia, I think we always assume that our fan base knows who we are, but basically we're Kurdia is curling and digital media, a media brand in Belgium, and we try to promote and expose the all the beauties and aspects of competitive curling on the internet. And we do that on our socials, on our YouTube channel. So we are running a poll. I can see that Team Verreycken is already rallying up a lot of their fan bases to vote for them. Yep. Tuur has a massive amount of
Yeah.
fans. So
In Belgium, Tour is known as the GOAT. His friends dubbed him that, and it kind of stuck. We have our memberships here on YouTube, and you get some emotes, and we have a GOAT emote just for Tour. But hey, if you want to join us on our Instagram and vote in the poll there, or just tell us here
mhm.
in the chat and like that. There we go. Quentin, Tour the GOAT. Yep.
Yes, we already knew. Yeah, so that's the second thing. We don't just broadcast, we stream, which means we have chat open always, all the time, and we love it if people kind of chat along or kind of share their thoughts, experiences, or have basically a chat amongst each other. You can chat with all the other viewers, and we keep an eye on chats. And this is also a way to gain kind of an immortal status, because you can also become a official Kurdia member of the stream, a friend of the stream, basically.
Yep. Yep. So where are we at now? Looks like they're getting the last touches on the ice. 2 minutes until that opening bell rings.
Yeah, so let's have a peek at what other games will be played on the other sheets, because the final is important, but for all of the other teams, there's also money at stake, especially for the bronze final. Bronze final will be played on sheet B, where we'll have G-Force playing against team Verreycken, so the Hungarian team against the Austrian team. I think the president of the current club Kishbu is playing
Yes.
in.
Yes,
Yeah.
Alois plays for the Legends, the Legenten, the Leg Ducks, as you will.
Yeah.
And then we have the Slovenian Dream Team going against former Olympian, European champion, and world champion on Andreas Schupp and her SCR Garmisch team. That's over on sheet A. And then we have the men's junior team going against the women's junior team from Austria.
I think it's the official, the senior women's team Augustin, or
well, no,
or
that's
is it
just
then that's
Hannah.
Steve Flugler, yeah.
Yeah.
But they have been mixing around.
They've been mixing things around, so we know they said it's basically the junior women's team,
Yeah.
plus Hannah
That's
Augustin.
correct. That's
so it's a bit of a mix. It's not the official, but yeah, they've got 3 of the 4 players on it, so we can call it that. So it's boys against the girls over on sheet D.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daniela will be sitting on the bench right there, kind of coaching the juniors here in Austrian curling scene. Because yeah, of course, Team Genner, they are top of the pyramid, but we have other talents here in Austria, kind of rising to the top, and we'll maybe see them in the future on the European stage, and maybe, who knows, world stage, Olympian stage, and beyond,
Possibly
intergalactic stage.
So, as is tradition, before we jump out to the ice, it is time to make our predictions. You can see the numbers above our heads. Pim is leading so far this season, 6 wins to 4. This is just for pride. I want to go out on a win. As the person in the second place or trailing, I get to choose first. New rule this year. And so I am going to go with Team Verreycken. I think Team Genner losing their skip, that's going to take some of that experience away. Not that these guys don't know what they're doing, but I'm just going to kind of go with the familiar, and I am going to take Team Verreycken, if I can find the right one. There we go.
I think that's a fair pick, and to be honest, I kind of made up my mind up front. I didn't want to be kind of influenced by your opinion, and I didn't want to be biased, and I was going to pick Team Verreycken as well. I think they have shown their qualities, and they have surprised me in the positive since this tournament. They're still kind of looking for their best form, bringing a new player, and already kind of coming up in a big finale, beating some of the kind of experienced teams here. But.
Oh, I was waiting.
Yeah. I think it's also more interesting to have this kind of counter pick competition between John and I, because yeah, there's just this natural urge to prove you wrong with the predictions. And that's why I am going to, sorry, Team When the Boys, you're my personal favorites, but I'm going for Team Genner just to prove John wrong. I think hashtag John's wrong is an iconic saying here on Kurdia TV, and we have to respect that. We have to respect things that are set in stone here.
All right, then. So that's it for us. Why don't you guys throw your choices down in the chat? We'll head on out to the ice where they have already thrown a couple of stones, and let's get tucked into the action. Let's see who is going. Red is there right now. Trickles in behind the line, sitting in with a guard there. So Jonas Backhofer filling in at skip for this match. He is also instrumental for getting us Kurdia down here to Kitzbühel to broadcast this. He was one person I was in charge contacts with the entire summer, trying to work things out, and I'm so glad we were able to get come down and broadcast this tournament for you. Easily around, trying to get this one to curl over. It's going to trickle just in on top of that red one. Just shy of a freeze, but looking to come the other side. To skip forward to put their microphones on. Staying wide. All right, looking to open things up here. Wanting to get rid of some of these stones here on the center line. Team Genner with the hammer. They are going to want to keep that center line open for their last stones. Oops. Well, got rid of those two, but then left one there right in the middle, although it does open up things in the house. The stone's back there in the house unprotected, so see what Timo decides to do with that. Wanting this one to go center line behind that guard. Let's use it to their advantage. Tom and Jeroen sweeping hard. Tom head down, putting that broom as hard as he can. Switching over now, looking for the curl. Gonna get this finished, gonna get this one deep. Not gonna get fully covered, but it does get down there quite well. Going to use that guard a little bit to cover up the middle half. Johan looking to peel this off. If he misses wide, well, he does have those reds behind to kind of take out, so.
Johan is the kind of the Clark Kent of Austrian curling.
No, Johan's throwing Jonas.
Oh yeah, Jonas. I mix up Johan and Jonas all the time.
Yeah, just wait till there's a team with the Johan, Jonas, and a Johannes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, gets their own, runs it back, and picks their own yellow out of the house too. Red, I think, has gone out of the house, but is still in play. Just curled a little bit too much on that one, so. Timo and Jeroen talking things out, trying to figure out, probably going to try to put a guard, right there on the center line.
Yep.
Get those two in the middle, two in the house covered.
I think we can expect a little bit of thinking time. The Team Verreycken games were sometimes a bit slow paced. Not all of the games reaching the full 8 ends.
Yeah, I wonder if the final, if it's still timed.
Final is 8 ends.
8 ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter for this game. Yeah, you don't really want to kind of struggle with time things or have that be part of the reason why you would win or lose.
I wonder, does that mean they can shake hands early?
In theory, yeah, you can always shake hands. In the Schenkel system, you have to play on because ends and points count. But here in the finale, it's just a winner and a loser. It's locked. You cannot drop down on the table because of ends and points. So here you are allowed to give handshakes.
So we're in Tom trying to finish that one up, wanting to get it over as close to that center line as possible. A little bit wide, but that does kind of make that gap a little bit narrower. So anytime you can make the percentages lower, you have to be happy with it. But at this level, these guys are good enough to kind of, if it's more than a stone's width wide, you think they've got a chance to squeeze one through. And this one, a couple stones wide, you'd think that it shouldn't be a problem getting one of them out. But as we've seen, this ice turns right there. It started to peel off. This is going to curl onto that the red guard, I mean. Peels off the guard. Yellow shooter goes away. So let's rewind and play this one again, Sam. So put the Timo going for a guard over on that center line. This time they'll want to be over on the other side of that center to guard things off. In danger of over curling. Does, so that's going to creep in behind that yellow. Does take away the run back with the yellow, but those reds are exposed with the possible double there, so giving his input on what kind of shot he wants to throw. And for the clockwise turn, this one's curling over. That's going to be just fine. Gets on the other side of the nose like they wanted, and that is a fine double right there. Exactly what they wanted.
I guess, John, that was your first click of the match, shot of the match.
First click of the match. That is indeed true.
And for people out there not familiar on Kurdia, we keep track of shot of the matches, and the best ones get produced in one of our highlight reels, and the top shot of the match gets some extra glory.
Jeroen Sprout, probably overall the best player in Belgium. He's the guy you definitely want throwing the final stones in clutch situations, coming in here with his first stone of the afternoon. And of course, as soon as I say that, it's a little bit wide, a little bit deep. Ends up in the back of the house. But trust me, he's the guy. Man, I've really had the commentator's curse this weekend, haven't I?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, they told me that Martin would be vice, but in fact it is Florian, but I'm not going to change the scoreboard. So Martin is the He gets the vice title for this match. Despite not doing the duties. Jonas with his first stone of this afternoon final. Martin putting the broom down right away was clean, but now they're calling hard for line. See that swing pick up. It's going to get past the yellow, but it is going to clip the red. Pushes the red out from behind the guard and leaves the guard on that center line just outside the house. Timo saying, let's get at it. I paraphrase, of course.
Yep.
And try to put something there on the button. Top of the forefoot would be good. Going to easily get around the guard, but is it going to have enough room to curl and get behind? Slight little Swedish curl there at the end, gets a little bit more covered. Brings that yellow stone into play, so my guess is we're going to see Hackwait's takeout, try to get the shooter to stay inside the 8-foot circle to score one, score 2. Or is it 1? It's a red one at the back of the house, so it would be 1. Heard him say hack. Here's the hammerstone. Jonas slides out. Nice smooth delivery. Wanting the curl. Looks like it's easily past the guards, but is it going to have enough to curl over and move that red out of the shot position? No, it does not. It catches it, but does not move it far enough, and so that will be 1 for Team Verreycken here in the first. A little bit underweight on there, a little bit outside. Needed to just have a little bit more on it from Jonas. So I am down here all by myself while Pim goes down to get this. So let's say bad things about Pim. He won't be able to hear it. He probably will go back and watch just to hear what I've said. So Tom will be leading things off here for Team Verreycken in the second as they lead 1-0 over Team Genner. To do my best to control the cameras and talk to you at the same time. Anybody who's watched this channel knows that when I work alone, it's sort of a disaster. Turun, sweeping that one hard. Want to make sure it gets all the way down there. There's enough time to curl. Timo is hiding it from us, but there we go. This one curls over, finishes on the center line. Nice stone there from Tom. Florian up with his first stone. Cooper's holding off, just cleaning for now. Easily getting around that guard. Settle into the house, trying to get this one a little bit more curl to get behind that guard. Good stone there from Florian. And there we see Pim finally doing some of the dirty work. It's a lot of stairs to climb up and down to get to the booth, and from the booth to the ice and then back. So
Lijn is mooi.
There we go. Now we have
Jeroen eerst. Oh, even
Timo's
wachten.
beautiful voice.
Moet veel curlen.
That's this one that needs to curl a lot, so they're sitting
Heel
off
veel
it.
curlen.
Trying to get this one in to finish. That is going to tap on the yellow. Moves it a little bit. And there we go. Pim has done his duty. And is back to join me in the booth. Chat was saying mean things about you, but I was defending you.
I don't think that's actually true.
Oh, you caught me.
Sauber. Yep, linie.
Calling for line. You can see it starting to curl. Martin doing his best, but that is going to crash on the guard. That is on the center line in the fifth. And so 5 rock rule, or the no-tick rule is in effect.
I think it was a bit more there, yeah, but...
Yeah, it was on the other side of the line.
Yep.
There
I
you
think
go. We'll
Replay.
Yeah, too bad we can't
Come on, through,
signal them
Lanzee.
from up here and tell them, hey, no, this or that, but
Vijf.
they figured it out.
5, 6. Lijn, even langs kom.
Great on the
Hold
call
on,
for a
hold,
line.
hold.
No calling him off.
Lijn is oké. Oh. Enkelsnelheid.
Is
Tom
just
is.
fine, going to get around. Now they're going to try to sweep this for the
Mag
curl to
curlen.
finish.
5 is prima.
Gonna
Okay,
come
alright.
in right at the top of the forefoot. Maybe would have liked that a little bit more carry, but they've still got some set up there with that red in the house on the side of the button that could use to go after that yellow shot stone. Jonas taking position for a peel here. Want to get rid of this guard.
Whoa. Sauber. Whoa. Yep. Good, Johan.
Is going to do exactly what it was required. Gets rid of it. Shooter spills away. And now Team Verreycken
3.
looking for another guard here.
Lijn is oké, Jeroen eerst.
Line looks okay. Just probably sweeping for weight.
Wissel, wissel.
Now they're going to try to get that finished curl.
Curl.
Tom moving to the front of the stone.
Ho, ho.
Carrying enough. That should get there. Don't want it to go too far.
Sorry.
Leaks out a little bit. Probably should have gotten off the sweep a little bit sooner, but I think it's a well-placed stone.
Yeah.
Wie viel siehst du den? Ganz, oder? Ja, lass uns nochmal die Guard nehmen. Hier. Whoa, curl.
This one to curl. There it goes.
Raus mit dem.
And guard peeled away. Shooter rolls out. So bit of deja vu. Another center guard going up.
Pak echt een klein tikje meer. Gewoon neerleggen.
For Team Verreycken, they're going to just want to keep putting these guards up, force
Ik heb normaal gezien.
Getter to play after them, so then
maybe
maybe with their last stone can take out the yellow shots and put some pressure on
Ben ik terug aan het
Getter to
stilvallen?
make something good for points or even steal themselves.
Ah, zo is het wel. Nu gaat op de vorige was wel nog wat fake margin. Hè. Even lijn. Lijn is oké, lijn is oké. Wow, wow.
The line, Tom now sweeping for curl.
Curl, hard curl.
They're really going to want to drag this as far as they can so it has more time to curl, but it looks like it's just sitting out there. Didn't really come towards the middle till very late. That's something, but it still leaves that center stone mostly exposed.
Yeah, you could hear a little bit of disappointment in Timo's voice. Not exactly rolled as far as they would have liked.
Yeah, the way it looked like it had started to curl and then it hit a point where it just kind of straightened out a little bit before curling again. And maybe it's just an optical illusion, but it just kind of seemed that it stopped turning.
Lass den mit 9,5 spielen.
Gonna bring some up weight here. Could possibly get rid of both of these two reds in the house.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Alpha line trying to hold it hard. That is going to get a bit on the nose. Moves both of the reds, but also moves their yellow. Both reds stay in the house, and that yellow shot moved way back. So now things are much more spread out
Ze liggen
there.
met 2. Ja, 10 is voldoende.
They are line 2 though.
Ik zou voldoende
yellow.
ijs pakken. Ik heb het gevoel dat ze heel goed vallen daar. Nee, klein fractie minder. Ja. 10, ze liggen met 2. Probeer een dubbel hem eruit te halen. Ja. Oh, curl, curl. Oh, line!
Wanted the curl, now switching over to the line. Wanted to hold this one straight. Got to get this around there. There it goes. And gets the nose, gets the 1 yellow and the 2. And we are clicking that. Great shot from Timo.
Yeah, double takeout there. I think Jeroen was calling them off. He was hoping to get more of a roll to roll behind the guards. But this way, he also got a double takeout.
Yeah, sitting 3 in the house. Strong position for Team Verreycken.
Op 6.
The stones being all spread, much more difficult to go after multiples here. Hello, Joris.
Linie goed.
Long time no see. Glad to have you here.
Linie is goed. Linie.
Next the line.
Fest.
Nope, no, it's not gonna.
Hop, Johan.
There it goes. There's that. To me, it looks like it straightens out, gets around that guard. It's going to tuck in there just behind T-line. So just at the back of the button behind some guards. Joris asking us how we're doing. We are fantastic. We have had a busy but fun weekend down here in Kitzbühel. Very excited with, very happy with the way the broadcasts have turned out.
Yes, absolutely. And for people, viewers out there, Joris Verreycken, he is TMO's father and also the official / unofficial chef of the Belgian national men's team. Caterer. Takes care of the boys.
Sweeping hard, top sweeping hard, trying to keep this one straight.
Go!
Trying to get the curl a little bit more, gets it over. Oh, fantastic.
Beauty.
Look at that right there.
10,50.
Beautiful stone. Perfectly run back. Team Verreycken in a really strong position.
Very nice setup here for the Belgians.
Team Genner having to discuss what they are. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Back to backs. You don't see that very often. Well, I've had it happen a few times, but still, it's.
This is what you expect from the finale, the final, the gold final of this tournament. Just straight back to back, awesome shots.
Christoph from Südtirol checking in. They're on their way home. Hey, it was lovely to meet you guys. Glad to have you on the stream. Good luck with the rest of your season and have a safe trip home.
Yes, and congrats on the win.
On the big win this morning. Yes, exactly. Good way to finish a tournament.
Yeah, you managed to pass on the Red Lantern to Curling Club St. Gallen.
9,5. Ja, ganz leicht außen. Ist eigentlich fast Nase. Ja.
Setting up for a double here. Do a little damage control.
Whoa! Whoa! Good. Not good.
That's the curl. Just comes over the top. A little bit of a touch on that shot stone, but does not move it.
Liggen met 3.
Timo asking, do we want to take 3? We're gonna just try to put a guard in there, cover up that center shot. Perfectly happy to take the steal here, or force to 1.
Lijn is mooi. Tom eerst. Tom eerst. Wow. Blijft hangen.
Bang out there, so they want this one to curl.
Gewoon laten doen.
They don't want to leave a pocket.
Tot hier, Tuur. Als je kunt voor curl mode.
Curl it as much as they can, and doesn't quite creep up, so.
11.
Interesting choice here for Jonas. Just off the nose for a double, which should them score 1.
Glaubst du, das Eis reicht? Ja, das soll passen. Ja.
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
Caro.
Linie!
Out of sweeping this one for line. This one's curling quite a bit. Is it going to get to where they need it to? Well, just gets in there on the nose. Solid shot for 1. Probably the shot they were intending to do the entire time. Me just looking at that double going, oh, that would be neat.
Solid play so far. This is promising to be a very, very close game. We always hope games like these
Jammer dat we op de laatste niet veel veegmarge hadden.
close until the final
Zo, een half
zone.
steentje meer opzij was echt mooi geweest. Dan
Yep. Little debriefing from Timo, forgot to mute him. While they're taking a quick break, why don't we do a quick scoring update, see what I've got going on. Dream Team losing 2-4 against Garmisch in the third. They're quite a ways into the third. They are playing this one quick. G-Force 4-3 over Legenton, also in the third. Oops, I forgot to click save. This is 1-1 in the third end, and Hofer leading Augustine 1-0 in the second. We should have maybe put some kind of an over/under on how many ends ahead of this match will Garmisch and Dream Team finish, as Garmisch plays very fast.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here we are getting into the third end. Florian will be starting things off for Team Genner, as we are all tied up at 1.
Alles, Johan.
Drag this one in. Gonna get this all the way onto that center line if they can.
17-6.
Ooh, I'm not sure that's on. That's a little tricky here. Going to see what Timo's going out for the corner guard, so we won't have to worry about this unless it goes. Timo's having a little quick look. There is Johanna sitting over here next to us, watching the events unfold from above.
Even wachten.
Leading this one.
Okay.
The
Als iemand
sweepers
veegt,
to
is
wait
Jeroen.
on this one so it doesn't touch the yellow.
Zit er stevig uit.
There it goes, a little bit heavy.
Als hem er zeker in zit, veegt hem maar door tot hier. Beetje vroeger zeggen zegt.
Yeah.
Oké.
Timo was saying, if you're sure it's going to be in, sweep it all the way to the side. But he probably should have said that sooner. Does not get into the house, so they've got a wide corner guard there, right just outside the 12-foot.
Sehr viel Platz.
Nice
Johan,
easy release there from Florian.
muss noch viel Köln. Warten auf Köln. Wartet mal, der schaut länger aus.
Want this from Akuro, but trying to pull it off. So pull off the
lass
sweeper,
ihn
so
mal.
maybe give it a chance more without
Ja, ein bisschen
getting an
außen
extra distance on it. A little bit on the heavier side, so that's going to creep in past the T-line and stay a little bit wide. The Austrian juniors coach back there, all bundled up and blowing on her hands because she's been out on the ice a lot longer than just about everybody
Nina.
else out there.
Yeah, true.
Save for Hannah Augustin.
Yep. Ho. Yep. Oh, er zit geen rol in. Sorry. Inderdaad, 11.
Gets rid of it, but trickles out to the side. Timo deciding, yes, no, I don't know.
11-0. Wo? Köln. Ja, hart Köln. 11,5.
This is going to crash down onto the nose. A little bit outside, a little trickle. Stays in the house. They wanted that to curl up the other way, so now Timo saying, let's hit it and roll to the outside of the house. Make them work to get back behind that guard.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
Go gets on the nose, not quite enough.
Geen tuur.
Didn't get much of a rollout on that one, so Jonas telling Johan, let's get rid of it. That was who was causing the earthquakes in the previous shots. Lady in the yellow or orangish red jacket walking by the camera.
Roll. Good.
Going to be on the outside. Will that stay in? Timo's going to try to help it, and it does get out and touches the sidelines, so it is completely burned. Nothing in the house. Couple of guards out there. We're going to try to run this one by the yellow, get it behind the red, out on the outside, keep it above the tee line.
Even lijn, als kan.
Starts to curl.
Oké. Ja.
Line is okay, but that's a bit heavy. So I think Jonas is going to be able to help this one out the back. And probably out of the back line. Yep, it gets it all the way there. So
A little bit hard on this one.
yep, still trying to get their feel with the weight on some of these throws. Martin, our honorary vice skip.
Linie. Schätz nochmal. Linie ist gut. Nur Länge.
Line is good. Don't
Nur
sweep,
Länge.
just kind
Auf
of
$5.
clean. Something about $5.
Auf 5. Überkühlt ein bisschen. Achtung.
Trying to get that down into
Gut,
slot
gutes
number
Wort.
5. Good positioning there.
Ja, het ding is, ik heb het gevoel, vooral als je in de buitenkant zit, dat het dan heel lang duurt voordat ze... Dus ik denk dat hem hier wel wat gaat vallen. Ik denk dat dat meer reis mag hebben voor een hackweight. Zelfs nog een fractie. Dus... Hackweight?
Like Timo stopped talking in the middle of his word. Just kind of
Yeah.
thought the microphone cut out, or maybe I accidentally muted him, but nope.
De bedoeling is... Juist erdoor. 15. Voilà. Yep.
With a sweep going through the Bermuda Triangle of sudden turns. This one is going to just tick that top one, but will it touch the red and go into the house? It does. Just a little kiss. Swedish curls back into the 8-foot, so roundabout way of getting there. Not quite what they wanted, but puts it in play.
Höhe! Höhe! Hart, Flo! Oh, sauber! 9-9.
Gets on the nose, moves the red, yellow sits there out in the open. Let's see what Timo wants to
Erachter.
do.
Als hem blijft hangen, dan rollen we naar daar. Ja.
When they're playing this middle one out, either roll behind their guard or maybe roll around behind on the other side.
Go.
Wanting it to curls, getting around the guard there. Wanting this one get just over the nose, curls over a little bit, but not quite enough.
Control.
Does bring that yellow guard into play, but it is still relatively wide open here for that red one to be
Oder
pushed
wollen wir dahinter gehen?
aside.
Finde ich auch gut. Finde ich eigentlich noch. Wir liegen ja Shot. Wir können eigentlich dahinter gehen. Ja. Oder ist das zu aggressiv? Na, spielen wir den Hit. Ist gescheiter. 11-0.
Changed his mind, was looking at a draw, using it as a secondary
Na, leicht
guard,
zur Seite
but
rollen ist gut.
prefers to go for the hit instead. Might be a good thing. You don't want to risk drawing around that side, leaving something open, and then they can take it out and have a guard themselves. So
Ja. Ja. Hart. Hart.
so hard for line. It's going to get around the guard and end up on the nose of that red, pushes it through, and sits in there, creates a double guard in the middle.
Deze kan ook eventueel. Oké. Die van hun, viel die veel? Oké. 10.
Little confirmation that the stone from Genner fell quite hard, so they're trying to just give a little bit extra ice to make sure. They'd like to hit this one, roll over to the side of the house. Make sure you get rid of the scoring stone.
Oh, oh. Lina. Yep, yep.
Hard on the sweep from Tour.
Hard.
Wanting to hold this one, don't want it to cross too far over, don't need it to slide too much. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Great shot there from Jeroen.
Eigentlich geht.
Good sweeping
helfe
from
And a
dir auch,
Sweeper.
smile. We have a smile.
Oh my goodness, that gets a smile?
Yeah,
Wow, we don't see that very often. I should clip that.
Ach so, sieht ihn nur ein Drittel. Board? Board, ja. Ja, das ist schon, ja. Board.
Jeroen not known for
Ja.
large showings of exuberance or sadness or anger. Usually you can't tell. That time it was just a legitimate smile. I've seen him throw like much more difficult stones and get no reaction.
yeah.
But that was a good one. That one really puts a pressure on Genner.
Whoa!
Bit of a mixed signals here. What's going on? Actually wanting the curl. Vice skips overriding.
Yeah, even Timo helping out. He likes the fact that this stone was being swept, I guess.
Well, he wanted to make sure it went straight to kind of keep that red one in. Red one stayed in. So, draw here for 2. Just want to avoid tapping that yellow one in. Get this one anywhere in the house. 2 points for Team Verreycken.
These are
Is mooi.
considered easy shots for the fourth player, just
Kom eerst.
getting it in the house.
Laat hem niet stilvallen.
Up to the sweepers to deliver the stone.
Yep. Timo reminding him, don't let it fall still.
Back of the house is
Lijn is
fine.
prima.
Line looks good.
Okay.
Weight looks good enough.
2.
And that is 2 for Team Verreycken. They retake the lead
Ja,
here.
die 10, ik weet niet. Ik zou
After
eens moeten
3.
leren dat ik er een gewoonte van maak.
Team Verreycken taking the lead in this game here so far. 2 points. Something tells me Team Genner has some stuff up their sleeves. Except for his cap, he's wearing a short sleeve there.
Not often you see the skip wearing short sleeves.
Yeah, that's
They're
kind
the
of
ones bumbled up.
the inverted reality here.
Hey Gary, good to see you. Yes, get that ice up and running. I'm ready to get out there myself.
Yeah, we are
This
curious
week.
to know, as we see Tom slide off for the third end, we are curious to know if Curling Club Zemst was eventually able to fix the cooling system in the curling ring. They were supposed to open this weekend, but it's got a bit of a delay because of a leakage. Watching all of these games in play really kind of tickles me to kind of go back on the ice again.
Tom with the nice center guard on that center line.
Na, das ist okay.
Oh, even going to have club night tomorrow. That's fantastic. We were thought that might be delayed till Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's great news. Hello, Mayim.
Bisschen Linie.
Good to see you. Nice little, I
Linie
love
ist
the
gut.
wave emoji there.
Linie ist gut.
Yes, definitely.
Alles Länge.
Welcome into the stream.
Johan.
It's a pink wave,
Geht schon,
which
alles
probably
Länge.
means they're waving
Auf 5.
at us.
Na,
Really,
so weiter geht's.
pink
Passt.
brand
So
here.
weiter geht, bis es steht, bis es steht.
This
Muss
one
alles
coming in, settling in nicely behind the
Super.
guard,
Excellent.
right there on top of the 4-foot. Great first stone from Florian.
Jeroen eerst.
Newest member of Team Verreycken, Tom, coming out with his stone. Wonder if his ankle hurt on that. The release looked pretty good. Those who missed the pregame, Tom suffered an ankle injury over the summer and has said he knows he's throwing it right when his ankle hurts. This one a little heavy. Jonas trying to sweep it out the back. Catches a mini twist there at the end and stays sitting at the back of the 12-foot.
Linie gut. T-Line. Ihr, Johann.
Really
T-line.
working this one hard. Going on
Auf
the
jeden
clean
Fall
now, they're
T-line.
working for the sweep, trying to get it all the way down to the T-line.
Bisschen over T ist auch okay. Bisschen over T. Okay. Schön.
Just gonna carry past. Jonas happy. Schön. I'm probably saying it wrong.
8.
Well, there's no probably about it. I know I'm saying it wrong.
Timo asking for an 8 seconds hawk to hawk. Take out here. Run back.
Oh. Yep. Oh, Kyle. Ah, it's okay. Hij gaat erover.
A little bit tight. Picks off their own guard. Opens things up in the center. Jonas looking for angles here. What do they do? What do they want to set up?
Auf 5. 5 oder hier hinten auf den Noppen ist gut.
Going to spread the house a little bit. I think they're looking for something just above the tee line over on that right side of the house as the shooter is throwing.
Wo ist er? 9. Auf 9. Ihr Flo.
Bit of a right turn there.
13,9 ist lang.
This one is going to settle down in the house, but I think it's going to carry past the tee, and Timo is going to try to drag it out the back as he does. Not quite completely out of play.
Yes. Bounce 1, bounce 2.
Good to see the skips having a little bit of fun out there. This is, after all, a game. They are playing for money,
Dit kan ook.
so maybe they shouldn't be having fun.
Lina. Yep. Oh. Lina. Yep. Oh, oppassen met de rol. Oppassen.
Watch the roll.
Oké, mooi.
A little split out there.
11-0.
With his final stone of the match.
Ja, Linie. Oh.
Final stone of the match.
Final stone of the end, excuse me. Jeez.
What is he up to?
He's got to go. He's got other things to do. Yeah. Easy take out there. Gets rid of the red. Leaves the shooter in the house.
It's your mom's birthday, I can understand. But
Liefst
all
zoals
other
kan.
reasons are off the table to be...
Why not if it was his, what if it was his father's
Normaal
birthday?
gezien
That's
wel.
not good enough.
Maar ik denk dat we beter ervoor rollen dan eronder rollen. Acht, ja. Ja, gewoon 8.
A long crosshouse double? Question mark?
Oh.
Needed to curl. Head down, brush going. And unfortunately takes out their own in the back, loses the shooter and the yellow, so leaves yellow the sole stone in the house. and Jonas saying, let's split that house.
Yeah, with a split, they can set themselves up for 2 points here. And then have Team Verreycken chase their stones with some takeouts.
8. 8.
8? He asked questioningly.
13,5 ist schon schnell.
Feels heavy though.
Yep, that is coming through. Jeroen just wanted to make sure. Ticks on that one. So,
Al die achterste rode was onze tweede punt van de force.
right then, so still the one in the house.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ben je
Verreycken
wat veel,
able to
Haas?
clear this up.
Team Genner unable to take a bit of an advantage of that earlier mistake of Team Verreycken. So now Team Verreycken in the initiative to keep Genner from scoring points on their hammer.
Oh, Yep. Alle twee.
For both sweepers, we want to make sure, first and foremost, this yellow needs to get out of the house. Red staying in is a bonus, and there it is.
Compliment from the sweepers.
The advantage is for Verreycken on a hitting contest at this late stage in the end. Limiting Genner to 1 and getting the hammer back would be the ideal situation here, if they can't steal outright.
Good thing is with a 2-point
Hab
lead.
Johann.
Knifing it over, trying to get it to curl more. That is going to hit, but then it is going to slide out its own. So, after 12 stones, we are left with nothing in the house, just that one biting the back edge of the outline, but not really in play.
Imagine that if this was football, you would have 12 or 13 goals and a match ending with 0-0.
Yep.
Unthinkable in football. A very common thing to see in football.
Oh.
We notice something on the ice, maybe. Told them to get sweeping. A little bit of debris.
Kijken, als kan. Blijven cleanen, maar kijken.
Stay cleaning,
Okay.
but keep looking. Well, you know where it's ending up. Jeroen may have freaked Timo out a little bit by the reaction, but yeah, Timo just reacts quick and wants to make sure
11-0.
sweepers get on it quickly. Martin taking off his sweatshirt. He's ready to put in some heavy sweeping in now. He's still looking like a young Clark Kent. But I think the muscles give it away.
Yeah, true. And also, he has the same style Superman haircuts.
Just needs to color his hair black and then put a little blue tint in it.
Sauber.
And, curling this one over. Right side of the nose, and then trickles into the forefoot.
10. Voorkeur.
At the very least, they want to get rid of this yellow, get it out of the house. Holding their shooter would be good too.
Cleanen. Oh. Cleanen. Oh. Cleanen.
Just really clean, make it sure. Now trying to get it to curl.
Okay.
This one's going to be fine right on the nose.
Ja, ik neem wel
Towards the edge of the forefoot.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll find a reason to be unhappy with that.
Well, it's still fine. I mean, it does. From a tactical point of view, this is perfect. They kind of force Team Gunner to just
Ticken mehr.
clean takeouts.
Force them to hit. Looks like what they're either going to throw with some good weight on it just to keep it under control, or they might be trying to play a hit and like roll out, take the blank, keep the hammer for the next end.
Wow.
Weight in line looks all right. That's going to clip it enough.
Yeah, I think they
Gets out of there. And just for good measure, they clear out that stone that was sitting in the back. So
looking at the weights, they probably preferred the blank end here.
Yep.
Dat is de double.
So no score
Top shot.
in this end. So keeps it 3-1. But Team Getter keeping the hammer.
Das müssen wir üben. Ja, ich würde es nochmal gleich angehen wie in dem End, das war echt.
As Tom starts us off here in end number 5 for Team Verreycken. Let's take a look at the other scores.
Lijnveld heel krap aan.
Farmers leading Dream Team 7-3 in the 5th end there. G-Force leading 5-4 over Legenton, also in the 5th. Here 3-1 for Verreycken over Genner in the 5th. And Hofer leading Augustine 3-0 in the 4th. Good stuff from Tom there, putting it right on the center line. Tick rule in effect.
Wow, Linie ist gut. Ja, doch, Linie. Linie.
Have to hold this line. They don't want to tap that red one off the center.
Wow, und ab, und ab. Wow, wow, wow.
That's going to get around and sneak into the house. Keeps on running and peeks out a little bit on the other side, but
4, 4, 5.
They were forced to sweep it just to avoid it from tapping on that center guard. So
really had to make sure.
bit off balance with the sliding there. Let's see if that affects
Zo diep mogelijk.
the release.
Als je kunt wisselen, mogen we wisselen.
Jumped on it, maybe a little bit too slow.
Two more coming
Ja,
down
ja,
and
moet 4
help.
komen.
It's a bit outside. Gonna try to help sweep this one down as much as possible.
Pak ik over.
They can curl this one over on the inside. They can still be useful for something, and not bad.
Draw we nogmaals 6.
Sweepers working that the entire way. Even Timo having to come out for the last third. Skip sweeps. We love it.
Yep.
Nur 6.
Just kind of cleaning there.
Ja. Linie ist gut. Linie ist gut, nur Länge.
Likes the line, just wants the weight, the length. There they go, starting to drag it down now.
Hart. Ins Haus zumindest. Oh, freeze.
Really, really good. Is it going to freeze?
Nicht so schlecht.
Not so bad.
Little euphemism there.
I thought that one was going to carry deeper, but
Even.
got a little bit
Oh, just
slowed down quite a bit.
Blank. Yeah.
Yes, Timo, please don't do that.
Lijn is wat krap, lijn is heel krap.
Oh, it's real tight.
Yes.
Really wants to get that on there. Who's unfamiliar with Flemish,
Lijn is
krap
oké.
means tight. It doesn't mean
Crap in
Wissel
English.
af
Yeah.
kan.
line wasn't as tight as he thought. Maybe a little bit of oversweeping. Gets easily past those
Mooi.
guards.
Sorry, ik
but
heb me mispakt. Precies.
There was plenty of room, so a bit of a missed line call there. Apologies from the skip.
yeah, did he just apologize on the ice for making a mistake? I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
skips made mistakes.
No skips. I've never heard a skip made a mistake ever. Sometimes the sweeper, they don't hear calls or they hear calls that aren't there, but skips making mistakes, that's pretty rare.
I really like that angle, that low angle showing the width of the
Yeah.
ice.
It looks
Yeah,
like looks like almost a video game where you have this kind of third person
Wow.
shoulder overhead.
Ja. Linie.
Wanting this one, working it hard, trying to get it around that yellow. It is just going to clip it
Unfortunately,
and sets up a little protection there for that red shot stone. Calling down Jeroen. A little discussion about this one.
De mij is geneigd om dit te doen. Langs de andere kant het gewoon hier afdekken. En dan blijven. Ik vind dat wel een leuk. Ik bedoel, als je echt te dun raakt, heb je dit. Raakt hem wat op de kop, je blijft hier liggen, die gaat een beetje naar boven. Hè.
And there we have
Ja.
Nina, the tournament director,
Daarmee,
coming up here into the
het afdekken is ook
skybox.
niet het einde van de wereld.
the VIP room. You can see by the kind of
Die
winter
rechtse gaat
clothes
je
we're
niet
wearing
afdekken,
here.
je gaat dan ja,
Duffel coats,
het
hats.
zicht wegnemen.
Johanna, wave to the far camera.
10.
No, over there.
The crane. Right. It was a nice little intermission here. While Team Verreycken was doing their little tactical briefing.
Oh. Cleaner. Yep. Hard. Oh.
Gets in, gets it a little thick, but then trickles in underneath, so it's one of the things they discussed. Is that shot stone a little bit open, but I think it's a bit of a gamble to go after it, so Jonas saying let's clean up this stuff in the middle.
Sauber, ja. Wow. Okay.
Green's out that center guard. Shooter runs
Dan een
away.
beetje proberen te herrangeren.
Now it's up to Timo to
Ja,
decide
een heel
what to
klein
do.
mini-tikje. Dat deze naar onderen komt een beetje. Dat wij hier blijven liggen. Alhoewel. Ja. Hier dan. En laat ze dat maar doen. De volgende dekken wij terug eens af. Nu kan het zijn dat er wel 3 rode in liggen. Hè. 3 gele, ja.
Discussing
Us-
what their options are. Timo was originally looking at trying to tap on that yellow, move the red back a little
Jij wilt
bit.
de
with
guard
the
hier
second
leggen dan.
shots. Jeroen
Zo,
kind of
goed.
saying,
Die kant.
let's put a guard up instead. That's a little bit safer. So Timo agreeing they're going to go for
Fractie
center
minder.
guard.
Yeah, sometimes if you add these
Dart.
choices, it's weighing out what's the difficulty of a stone, what's the reward, what's the risk.
And often
Twee.
talking it out with somebody else kind of
twee.
helps you figure it out and let that other person give their
Je mag zo juist de
advice.
centerlijn niet bijten.
And suddenly Nina is already downstairs. She
Yes.
must teleport.
There is a secret elevator, or she has the ability to teleport. The office space is right after the sheet. I think there is like a sneaky elevator stairs straight from her office to the boot here.
Voelt heel traag aan. Met 2 pakken. Wissel.
Timo indicating this might be a bit slow.
Enkel Tom.
Just calling off for Tom.
Oh.
Wanting this one to settle in right there on the center
what did I have?
line.
17. Yes.
Great job. Great job from the sweeps. Great job from Timo for guiding those guys, telling them what to do, making corrections on the while the stones in flight or in path, en route, whatever you want to call it.
Yep. Yep. Roll. Und zur Seite.
Ooh, sensing's in, move some things around.
Stones in all directions. But this
Yellow
is,
was moved out of the house, and now Team Verreycken is sitting 3.
interesting here.
Bit of an oopsie daisy there, to say the least, to be kind about it.
Kom. Ik zou voldoende ijs pakken. Ik zou voldoende ijs pakken. Is hem lang genoeg kunnen doortrekken. Maar mikken voor de guard. Ja, nu, deze mag een 3 zijn. 50 zoveel. Moest het zijn dat het toch 4 is, laat het dan weten. En dan kunnen die doortrekken.
We're talking about 3 and 4. Those are positions on the ice that they use to determine how deep they want it.
Tuur, Arthur.
3 is just outside the house. We don't want
Enkel
that one
Tuur,
any
niemand
closer.
anders.
Only Tour if he needs it. This one coming up on the high side, but right in the middle. Good job, Timo.
Achterlänge.
He's a little disappointed to want that one a little bit deeper, but had they swept it, then it carries off that center line, so I think they have to be okay with where it ended up.
Linie ist gut. Komm, Dennis. Linie. Linie.
Trying to get this one down. To get around the red note, that's going to come up a little bit shy. Taps on the yellow and joins the rest of the bunch there in the front of the house.
Start. Ik zou zeggen dit.
And just wants a guard out there. Let's protect what they've got in the house. Make things difficult for a Genner to move things and score.
Tuur eerst.
Timo rushing out to help.
Get this one as a little bit
Nee.
as
Waarom?
deep as possible.
Communication error here. Bit of
Jullie het
confusion.
goed?
That one's all right.
een draw,
Takes kind of closes down that draw path, but I still think that there's some room around it. Do we have an eye if that red is above or behind the T line?
Let's see.
just behind. So yeah, so it's still possible
So
to get in
viel.
there on top of it. But I do believe that's going to take a
Gut, ja.
practically perfect
das geht gut.
stone. A practically perfect pebble placed
Ja, Button beißen wir gut.
primarily perpendicular. I couldn't think of any more P's.
Poop. Yes, I am fully mature here.
Yes, that is why he does not control the telestrator, folks. This would not be a family channel otherwise.
Finde ich auch gut.
Opting to go the other side. Bring this one for line. I guess there is a better path down there to the button on that side, but this one is going to come up a little bit light. It's going to over curl and join its friends in the bunch there.
Der bringt nicht viel.
Dat is op zich voldoende, hè?
Timo seeing that and saying, hey, let's put one high in the house, close it off. Let's keep that button all to ourselves.
Any moment now.
Lijn is goed. Ziet er traag uit. Lijn, lijn.
It looks slow.
Ja, laat hem, erover en eraf, erover en eraf, erover en eraf.
They swept it the more it's going to curl, so I want to get this stop higher. Unfortunately, a little bit tight, a little bit light.
Ja.
So that draw is still there. They can catch the side of the button. Things will look good. Jonas with the hammerstone here at the fifth end. Trying to take this one away from Team Verreycken, prevent the steal, prevent a big steal.
And the easiest of draws has to curl.
Line looks good. And it's just about the weight. I think that looks a little bit heavy. No. Oh,
I think
that's
it's
gonna
yellow.
It
Yep,
is
purple
yellow.
area.
He does get that.
Oh,
What a stone.
Wichtig.
very important one here, and excellent execution on the draw.
Was war der gestoppt? Super.
I need the
Aber hat es irgendwie auch gebraucht. Schirre. Der ist ja, glaube ich, der war ein bisschen Frost drin außen. Was war der jetzt? Der wird relativ langsam, also schnell gewesen
We're
sein.
closing on in the game. Two more ends.
Und mir kommt
3 more
das
ends to
Curl
go.
auch ein bisschen mehr als am Anfang. Das ist mir schon aufgefallen. Ja.
Should have been a three house for
Ich würde da gerade
Should have been a three house for Team Verreycken. Yes, that is correct. That is such a good shot from Jonas, though, to steal that one back. Still leaves Verreycken in the lead, 3-2. Here in end number 6. That's what you're going to see with these high-level teams. They are going to be able to pull off shots like that, especially at the ECCBs in Östersund. Yes, the good practice, like you said, Joris, for November.
Yeah, we've seen pictures of the home base where Team Belgium will be staying in Östersund.
Linie!
I don't know who won the lottery over there at the team, but it was a magnificent view,
Oh.
lakeside view
Ja,
mansion.
weiter, drüber muss er. Der biegt hübsch ab, aber drüber muss er. Drüber und ab. Over and
Who
out.
had to give up a kidney?
Ja,
This
Mann.
one
19-3.
very light, just coming across the hog line, barely into view here on camera.
Yeah, quite long. Could you place it a little bit more to the right? Yes!
Thibaut making jokes
Was a nice draw, by the way.
and then following it up with a compliment.
Len ziet er goed uit. Jeroen eerst. Len. Len is heel krap.
Man is tight.
Enkel Jeroen.
Wanted to hold the line but not carry it too deep.
Wissel zelfs. Nee, Jeroen. Zit. Oké.
This one staying in on the side of the house. Carries deeper than they want, but that is what they get.
Linie gut. Kommt lang aus für mich. Johann. Wo? Johann. Wenn Johann. Wo, gar nicht. Wo, das ist lang.
Yep, that one's gonna carry
Ja, das ist
right
aktiv gespielt,
onto
ja.
the front part of the house, so does
Team.
Thibaut leave it there? Nope, wants it gone. See if they can roll it out over that red one over there.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Maroon did not want to sweep that, but
Oh.
Timo's saying yes.
Roll.
There it goes, gonna over curl, then
Ja,
gonna
doe maar,
roll it
doe maar,
off to
doe
the
maar.
other side.
Oké. Was zwak gelost ook.
Not quite what they wanted, but pretty good result, I think. You got the house split.
Ich bin sehr verführerisch, noch eine Guard zu spielen
Got the
gerade.
yellow one
aber
out of the way. Hero says he's already
Wir
thinking
brauchen
about some
eigentlich die,
ideas
weil-
for the menu.
Ich glaube, wenn
It's
die
going
hier
to only
liegt,
be
ist
for
die echt
9
gut.
people instead of the 12 or 14 that it was the
Right,
last
right.
time.
Oh yeah, the last couple of years we had both the women's team and the men's team in the B division. The Belgian Huskies relegated to Euros C, so now it's just the men's defending Belgian honor in the European B division.
Linie ist gut. Wo? Schaut's doch mal.
Jonas likes the line, just trying to clean this up.
Wenn eher Flo.
Now Florian
Kommt
to
nicht so lang aus.
curl this around.
Alles was geht. Okay.
And you got this
18-3.
high center guard there.
Ligt hoog aan. Zou gewoon een single doen.
We're saying if you want to come over, just tell me so we can prepare a special
Acht.
meal. Wonder what that could be. Great on it. This one's a little bit tight. That line curls a bit. There we go. Gets it and then rolls it way out to the side. They did not want to leave that shooter in the middle. And now that shot out on the side there, a little bit covered up.
And for people not familiar with curling, if skips start to yell that hard and you see this kind of super hard sweeping, you get the impression, oh my god, something super bad is going to happen. But no, this is just how curling teams communicate in these types of situations.
Yeah.
Just make sure every information is loud enough.
10-0. Curl! Curl! Curl!
Calling for curl, taking the Supers a little bit of time to get onto that. Unfortunately, a bit wide, so that is going to fly by.
8!
And leave things for Team Verreycken to clean up this high guard. They don't want anything for Ginner to get behind.
Yep, yep, yep! Roll!
And roll that off to the side. This is the one in the house. You hear the sigh of relief. And then the shooter goes out of play as well.
Yeah, nice split house here for Team Verreycken and not that much place for Team Ginner.
Nine high.
Hide a stone.
Curl!
Johan
Off.
trying to get that over. Unfortunately, another miss, so really
Zal
big
meerdere hier
opportunities
leggen.
here for Team Verreycken.
Gelijk
This
hoogte
level-
met een dier.
Missing two
Ze dat
takeouts in a
proberen en
row
ze missen.
is what you want to do and what you want to see.
Zo.
No.
Team Verreycken in control right now.
This goes back to Joris's comment earlier about
Probeer
concentration and strategy are two of the most demanding skills about
Dit is
playing
ook nog
curling.
oké.
And right now we're
Moest hem
seeing a
hier
little bit
liggen.
of slip in
Niet doortrekken.
concentration from Team Ginner. They need to
Weegt snel.
collect themselves and not let themselves pull themselves out of this match.
Of course, still 3-2, so they are very much in this match, but the 6-10s can be one of those decisive moments where you extend the lead or come back.
And missing two open takeouts, though, can have an effect on your psyche. Especially when there's two different players doing it.
Laat hem niet stilvallen.
But you don't get to the A division of the Euros by
Stuur eerst.
staying out of your focus zone for long.
That's true.
Kom aan jongens.
Encouraging the
Jack up.
Supers to bring that as deep as they can.
Oké.
Right there into the 8
Heel wat
foot.
af.
Lots of split there.
Vind dit nog maar goed. Hinter hier rollen. Gleiche Zeit.
Potential for a hit on that outside and roll underneath.
Sauber. Curl.
Looking to make it curl a little bit more. This one
Kante,
gets
glaub
the
ich.
red, but a little thin, so shooter
gut
goes
gespielt.
out of play.
The best end so far for the German national team here.
No Austrian national team.
Austrian national team.
Ja,
If I hear
gelijke
German all the
hoogte met
time,
degene en daar we juist gesmeten hebben.
it gets in my head.
Notice it's the American correcting the Belgian about the European geography.
Probeer hetzelfde te doen.
What does that tell you?
As a Belgian, you wouldn't want to know how many times we get confused with the
Kom
Netherlands. Watch out for a greenstone coming into play here. Saved by Davis Hofer.
Gelijke hoogte na.
Don't want this one too deep. Leave the same height as the others. Does carry a little bit deeper, but does stay above the tee line. He will, of course, not happy because at this level, that is a doubleable set there.
Control. Na, 9,5.
Just for fun, sometimes I like to
Bleiben im Haus.
tell a Dutch person, ask a Dutch person where in Holland they're from, knowing full well they're not from the Holland region of the Netherlands. That's always good. That's always a good time.
9,5. Hier in der Mitte. Nach links, ja. Für Halbtreppen. Ein bisschen weniger geben, Roll ich auch. Bisschen weniger!
He's asking for vinegar right now during the match? Probably not the word he was using.
So vinegar a little bit less.
Calling for the sweep. See if this one's going to hold off that
Roll
break.
zur
Looks like
Seite!
it's going pretty well. But
Roll!
is going to curl a bit onto the nose and then slides over on top of the red and just outside of it. They did the important job of getting rid of the red in the middle. They can still use that yellow to bump out that red, but Timo's going to split the house a little bit more and make it very difficult. They're going to have the hammer. So right now it's sitting
Line is
gonna
mooi.
lay 2 here.
Lijn ziet er ook goed uit. Pak overkom.
I'll make sure this one gets in. They want this one better than that yellow. Should be sitting second. Not quite deep enough.
Das ist ein Schutt weg. Ja, na, das ist schon recht voll. Warte mal, wo brauchen wir da jetzt Eis? Ich glaube, so ist schon richtig.
Gunner here is probably going to want to put something in the house.
Mitte habe ich gegeben,
Sitting
oder?
shot,
Mitte 8 Fuß, oder? Man, ist es okay,
but
wenn
not
er
so
ein bisschen
deep
weiter
that a
vorbei geht, ist auch
takeout
okay.
would leave Verreycken
Ja,
with
aber
2.
es soll schon versteckt sein. Ich schaue doch mal von hinten und frag. Weil das finde ich gerade echt viel.
It's easier said than done.
Was sagt ihr zum Eis? Ich will hinter den Roten gehen, ja? Weil der ist echt weit vorne, der ist im 12 Fuß. So. Ich glaube, wenn ich nicht schön spiele. Zeit gleich, ne? 20, oder?
Jonas with his final stone of
Aktiv.
this end.
Ist aktiv. Nein, Linie ist gut.
Likes the line, just really needs to be about the weight.
Linie ist gut.
Actually, if they could tuck this
Whoa.
behind that red one.
Wow, wow, wow.
And just behind the tee line, a little bit deep. Or
Ja, ik
this
denk
is
gewoon
further
punt
behind the tee
pakken.
line than I thought, but
Yeah,
Je
interesting.
zou
I
kunnen
mean,
zeggen dat je dit probeert, maar
just gonna try to lay this one in there.
I think that's a safe option here. Just avoid a risk. Take a point. We still have a 2-point lead then.
Anything biting the 4-foot is enough. They've
Lijn is
gotta make
goed.
sure it gets there.
Enkelsnelheid. Kijken, enkelsnelheid. Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
This one is going to be just fine. It settles in
Alright.
right into the forefoot, and so that is going to be one for
Sorry, dat mag
Team
niet doen.
Verreycken.
Zo in uw sliding zelf nog stoppen.
Team Verreycken leading 4-2 here in this final. 2 more ends to go, so it's hammer time here for Team Genner. They really have to score some points on their next hammer. Just one is not good enough. That's something they would want to hand over the hammer in the last time to Team Verreycken, with Team Verreycken leading the game. So they have to figure out a plan to score a couple of points here in the next end. So we might see them putting up some corner guards, something like that.
Little update. Garmisch leading the Dream Team 7-4 in 6. G-Force leading Leggington 7-5 in the 7th. Verreycken leading 4-2 over Genner here in the 7th. And over on sheet D, Hofer leading Augustine 3-2 in the 6th. Augustine coming back. They were down 3-0 at one point, so they've started to fight their way back into this. You're saying he should have promoted the redstone to get the shot yellow out of the house. It's a risky one, though.
Yeah, I think there's no need to take a risk if you control this end. If you just allow Genner to take 1 point, then you are in a very comfortable position going into the last end with the hammer and a point lead. So no need to take risks if you play safe.
Tom carrying this one into the front of the house. Or, sorry, into the front of the forefoot. To start off the 7th end. Life is full of risks. You are correct, Joris.
Linie! Linie!
Rose starts to turn.
Zieht's weiter, weiter, weiter. Der ist okay, weiter. Lieber näher ans Haus, lieber näher ans Haus, Flo.
Trying to get this one down close to the house. Nice corner guard there. Good position.
3.
Timo saying, let's cover up this one sitting in the house and force Genner to be a little uncomfortable.
Stuur eerst. Lijn is stukje krap. Lijn is oké, lijn is oké. Stuur eerst wel. Yep, yep,
So
yep.
coming in to
yep.
settle nicely.
Oh.
Wanting the last little finish sweeps.
Oké.
Good stone, Tom.
Freeze!
Covers it up.
Müssen wir auf 5 sein.
Just asking for a freeze. Should be enough room between those guards and enough room to get behind it, so.
Good. Auf 5. Wo? Wo, Johann? Ja, dahinter, dahinter. Linie.
It's going to be a little bit deep, so maybe they're going to try to bring it back behind it.
Ah, der Berger
To
nicht.
tick just
Ja, weil
off
ist-
the
ist
side of
genau
it,
6.
and that does come in as shot stone. As it's peeking out. I think Timo's going to try to freeze up against it so they can knock it out later. And or lock Genner in, force Genner into one.
Lijn is wat krap. Voor dan, voor dan.
I can't wait till the end of the tournament when they tell us we've been pronouncing Genner wrong the entire time.
Yeah, imagine.
Curl. Curl. Whoa, oh, land.
Taps things, loosens things up a bit. Red's sitting out in the open, but that yellow is now loose. Yellow's still sitting shot, but they're gonna try. So they're gonna try to draw in on top. That kind of lock two stones in place.
Halbem 4 Fuß, ja. Curl. Wo ist er? Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Curl.
Hard for curl on this one.
Na,
Trying to
okay.
get it down
Länge,
and
alles
around.
Länge, alles Länge. Muss nicht curlen, muss nicht curlen. Alles Länge. Alles Länge, alles Länge. Weiter, weiter, weiter.
It's going to snuggle up against that red one. That one is definitely locked in there.
Yep.
Nee, ik weet het. Zou eventueel dit willen doen? Hebben we de guard. Maar ja, deze ligt goed vast. Ja.
We're looking at a hack weight at that center yellow. He said if it clips the guard, it's fine. If they can get this to hit and roll over on top of their own red, that would be ideal. But that yellow-red combo over on the left side is kind of locked in there, so.
Even lijn.
Just going with hack weight here. Hard line. There's that curly spot.
Yep, yep.
You need to hold it, make sure it gets around that red.
Go.
And there it gets it.
Oh, sorry.
What a shot. Ticks on that yellow a little bit, gets rid of the one, and rolls over onto the side there. Great stone there from Tur. Although it didn't go exactly as planned, so of course they're upset. But then we can edit out their reactions.
And the brief up front is, well, let's do that, but if this happens, it's also okay. If that happens, it's also okay. So it seems like there are plenty of options that seem okay. But
Wir können auch einen Double spielen mit Nase.
hard to himself, but that's the reason why they are the unbeaten team in Belgium and in this tournament so far. You don't get this far by being sloppy and self-judgment.
Yeah.
Lass uns den spielen, Johann. Nase. 9,5. Yep.
The double out here.
Linie.
Martin indicating heavy. Johan indicating a bit wide, trying to sweep, hold the line. Catches the red on outside, gets rid of one. The other one rolls out. Little Swedish curl back, stays in the house, but I believe that is fourth shot. So Team Verreycken still live
Als je
one.
hier ligt, gaan ze er gewoon een en tegen leggen. Hè. Ja.
Genner with the second and third stones, and then Verreycken with the fourth. Trying to figure out
Wel,
where they
nu
want to
misschien
put
wel,
this.
maar als die weg was, zou ik effectief wel zeggen. Nee. Ja. Zelfs dit is ook niet het einde van de wereld. Als hem hier ligt, ligt hem wat tikje door. Ik denk dat je veel marge zo hebt. Oké, gaan we hiervoor? Eventueel dat we desnoods tegen de achterste vriezen is ook niet het einde van de wereld. Hè. Jouw fractie meer pakken. De 5 proberen iedereen tegen te leggen. Nu als we een tikje lang zijn, gaan we erachter. Of zelfs een vries tegen die achterste.
Running through this pre-shot routine. Trying to get something into a tight spot here.
Ja, pak hem maar. Hard.
Straight away for the sweepers to go. Both of them are at the same time.
Blijven gaan.
Need to keep this one working.
Blijven
Making
gaan.
sure, try to get it past that red, but I think it's light.
Ja, blijf maar gaan.
It is going to get past that red.
Nog,
and it's going to try to
nog.
freeze it up against the yellow. Not quite there.
Decent effort though.
Yeah, good effort from the sweeps. Good,
Dingen bier.
good for Timo to recognize that that was light out of his hand and to call for sweeps immediately. Notice wanting to get this cleared up.
Yep. Yep.
Gets it off to the side, removes the guard, loses the shooter. Let's see what Timo decides to do from here.
Ja.
If I'm looking at this, I'm thinking of putting up another guard over that center.
Was die van sliding ook traag? Fractie, hè? Ja. Oké. Ja. Ja. Het zat heel weinig op. Nee, nu mogen we direct achter gaan. 7.
All right, wanting to go behind those stones there on the left in the house. I think it's something buried even more.
Dat is beter. Tuur eerst. Even tuur. Lijn is heel krap.
He's tight, starting to curl there. Jeroen saying hard for the line, trying to get it around the red. I think it's just gonna clip though.
Hup. Zund. Dan binnen.
Unfortunately, not sliding in deep enough, maybe a little bit light or a little bit tight on the release. Does take away that, or clog up that path to the button. I think Jonas not really worried about that just yet, wanting to get things cleared out.
This could be an interesting shot here. I think we're going to see a takeout.
Yeah, I think
Where
we're
all
gonna try
stones-
to go like that.
Yeah, and if that happens, they could get all 3 redstones out, and yellow might stick around. So this could be impressive if it works out.
Ja! Wow! Wow!
Gets rid of the 2 reds. Shooter slides through. Not a bad attempt though. That's that was always going to be difficult to get everything moving, but
This is obviously an improved situation here for Team Genner. They have a second and a third shot, and the redstone, the shot stone, is easy to take out with a little bit of a nose hit on the yellow one.
Ruimte genoeg. Lijn ziet er goed uit. Stuur eerst. Hard, yep.
Need this one to get down. Looks
Ja,
light.
hard. Waar is hem?
Yeah, that one's slowing down a bit.
Curl dan. Curl.
Trying to curl it over. Get in the way of that red yellow combo over there. Does
It's
not.
curled enough. No, so this is a hit and roll off on the front yellow there.
Geen.
Big mistake there.
is viel ijs.
Unusual mistake from Jeroen. Often don't see him leave stones light. Now opportunity here for Jonas to get in, get that red shot out of play, and then suddenly sit 2 or 3.
Ja, mit einem leichten Roll, ja. Eis reicht, oder? Ich glaube für 10.
Giving up 2 isn't necessarily the end of the world for Team Verreycken, but not something they really want to entertain.
No, they were really hoping to just allow Genner to score 1 and then take a point lead and a hammer into the last end. Genner
Der hat was.
obviously trying to score more.
Wo?
This one to over curl, that's going to get on the nose, and it is going to jam on the yellow on the back. So, ooh, that's their own mistake right there from Jonas.
Terug zo.
Gives Team Verreycken a second scoring stone. We're trying to give them a third. Looked like a lifeline to
Line
get
is
her in this
goed.
end. Turned out they just threw it back and said, no thanks, we don't want it.
Lijn ziet er goed uit, enkel vooruit. Wissel als kan.
And squeezes past that yellow. We want to get this one all the way down right there on top of the 4. Does it get there? Ooh, that's tight with that yellow.
Ik denk dat hij wat meer...
Hard to say who is better. It was very close, but now that button
das geht
is...
Hä? Logisch. Flo, unser Stein liegt hier und geht dann hier rüber.
From this angle, I think it's red.
Halb treffend.
So it looks like they're going to try to come in,
Ja, der hat mich
play off here, try to bank off here, and come down underneath.
Äh,
Seems like that's what they were discussing. That might be their really only
weniger
option.
für normal. Muss ja halb
I
treffen.
think so, yeah.
And if they do that, they can score 2 because this red will go away. This yellow should stay there, and then the shooter should end up somewhere about in there.
And then there's still the redstone is sitting on the bottom here. Could end up being second shots.
Na, mehr. Der Shooter
Have to
geht auf
wait
den
and see.
rechten, ja, der muss den zur Seite schieben.
And this is going to be a highlight reel shot if he makes it. So
Yes, definitely.
the hammer,
Oh! Lee!
trying to make it curl. Needs to get to the inside of that yellow. This is looking pretty good. Gets 1, gets 2, and
It's at least one.
it's at least 1. Maybe only 1.
Jeroen waiting for the confirmation here. Might be
Reicht
that
nicht,
they
oder?
want to... No, don't measure. Just 1. Good effort there.
Hat
Good
das der erste
effort
so
from
geschissen.
Jonas. Just
Rolled a bit more. Could have been 2, I guess. But 1 for Team Genner is exactly what Team Verreycken wanted. So Team Verreycken going into the last final ends of the big final here of the Austrian Curling Open 2024 with a point lead and a hammer. So the momentum and the advantage in the lead for the Belgian boys, the Red Rocks. Red Rocks is the official nickname of the Belgian men's team. And we'll have Team Genner kicking off this final and see if they can basically steal 1 point for an extra end.
So
For the win.
I hope he doesn't actually kick the stone. That would hurt his foot. Here we go with the last end of this
Wenn's geht, Linie.
curling weekend. These are the types of matches we like when they come down to the last end. Hopefully it comes down to the last stone.
Yes. An extra end is still possible in case of a tie, so...
Wenn wir noch ein Einser gerade spielen.
Team Gunner has a fan. Jakob, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're showing your support. Don't need the microphone for that. Wow.
Hard! Whoa, 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 curl.
Trying to get this one around that yellow. It's a little bit heavy. Taps the yellow. Moves it into the house.
And there will probably a couple of mountain goats here in the Kitchbull Mountains, startled by this yelling here of the Belgian skip.
We have a final over on sheet A. Not surprisingly, Team Garmisch running through that match like their hair is on fire. They did not put up the score in the 8th end, so I do not know who is the winner, but Garmisch was leading 8-5 as they headed into that final end, so I would assume that they pulled it off.
Immer Linie. Immer Linie. Auf 3.
Sweep for line.
Ja, ja, zieht's. Weiter, weiter, weiter. Wir brauchen noch einen Guard davor dann. Was?
Den! Yep, yep, yep! Yep! Yep!
Working hard, wanting to try to tick this yellow away, but
Hard! Zieh nach rot, zieh nach rot!
don't want this one out the house. Well, that one was in the house, so it can go away. Moves things around. Now Team Verreycken has a guard on the center line. You are saying if Team Verreycken should have played a little more aggressive red attack, then the outcome would be for them in the 7th end. Yeah, they probably played a little bit conservative at times. Just trying not to... they were playing for giving up one instead of trying to take the end and take a more commanding, commanding lead.
Dahinter. Linie. Wo? Nur drüber und ab. Ist schon, der ist schon drüber. Jungs, der ist schon drüber. Oder täuscht's mich? Super.
This one gets over. Super. Just gets over
Probeer
that
zo!
hog line, but on the center
Dus
line.
pakken we hem zo! Normaal 7,5.
7.5 seconds, getting up there on speed.
This will be a very speedy one.
Yep! Yep! Ho, ho, ho!
Tap, tap, tap.
Go. Lots of stones moving, gets the things cleared out. I think the shooter stayed in the middle. Yep, there it is, just barely in the picture, but got rid of a lot more stones, and that's all that Team Verreycken is going to focus on making sure that Ginner has no opportunities to score multiples. Ideally, they'd love to just take every stone off the sheet until it's their last one, and then casually glide it in for a victory.
Yep.
Actually, they wouldn't even need to do that. They could just throw it away.
Yeah, if they are technically one, probably skip off Team Ginner with Handshake, and then they wouldn't have to.
Linie ist gut. 3. Bleib dabei, Flo. Ist deiner. Ist immer deiner, Flo. Fest, alles, was an Separation geht. Schön, bis er steht. 16-9. Da geht alles. Bis er steht.
Trying to get this one in line, make it more
Super,
difficult
Johann.
to run out. Jonas is pleased.
7,5. Proberen.
Yet again, another rocket down the middle. Just trying to clear things out, move things around.
An extra point in the third end is kind of carrying them along.
Yep. Oh. Go.
Don't
Ah,
want
to the
this
single.
dead on the nose. Just gonna get rid of the one. Making sure that
Ik heb 6.
shooter rolls out too.
En het kan goed te zijn dat ik hem zo niet echt kan pakken. Alhoewel,
Alright, we're listening to some private conversations there we shouldn't hear. Where do you want to stop on the drive home from back to Belgium? I want to go to Burger King. No, I don't like Burger King.
Linie. Linie. Wo ist er? Na, drüben. Na, der schaut nicht so kurz aus.
Wanting this one
Oh,
to
last
stay
one.
high.
16. Ja.
It's going to carry down and sit
What's that?
next to the other one. A little bit of a pocket, but they can still get over onto the side and move both of these around. Maybe
Ja,
keep the
kan
shooter
gewoon
out
rustig aan
of
acht.
play as well. An easy 8-second hog to hog on this one.
yes, rustige nacht gewoon.
It's hardly easy or calm, I guess we would say. But I guess it's no like 4.5, 5. Which is probably breaking speed limits somewhere.
Oh. Curl.
Took the
Curl.
curls. Wide on the release. He's got to hit something. It's not coming back. Oh, there it goes. Does catch it, but it's going to push it into the house.
I think that was the reason why you could hear him being slightly disappointed.
Ah,
The next
sorry.
Bisschen
Yeah,
weiter hier drüben.
a little more thick, and
Come
maybe
on.
that stone carries through.
Vielleicht klemmt er hier. Also 2 ist gut. 2.
Not want to have Yenner have anything in the house protected. Jonas trying to put something up here, getting Martin to throw up a guard.
Linie ist gut. Nur auf 2. Linie ist gut. Nur hierher. Ist schon da. Ist okay.
They're happy with the guard.
Ik zou hem open spelen.
Yeah, the team was saying, well, we don't need the guards. I think
Ja, ik weet, maar dan
makes
gaan we het
sense.
drukker maken. Als je gewoon open speelt, dan kan er niks meer misgaan.
Basically, is making sure that like a guard is in favor of the team that needs to score, that needs to come back in the game.
Gewoon
So
een acht.
they have a point lead, they have the hammer, so there's really no need to keep those guards sitting around.
Yep. Clean.
Goes, gets rid of it. Shooter rolls out. Job done.
Diesmal würde ich auf 3 gehen.
So,
Gib mir Kante
now
ab.
it comes down to
Ja,
both
gib mir
the
Kante,
fourth
Kante ab.
players,
Ja.
Jonas and Jeroen, to determine the outcome of this final.
Wir wollen ein bisschen mittiger sein, aber ja, auf 3. 3 ist eine gute Länge. Schauen wir mal.
4 more stones, and anything can happen now. So this is, however, this is going to turn out. This is what we have hoped for. A good, close final with 2 good teams, good stones.
Coming down to the final stones. The tension is building. Only one other match on the ice right now.
Lasst ihn
All
kurz!
eyes on this one. Carries down into the house.
Okay.
Okay, not so much, but they're going to try to leave something to run out here.
Margin is
so-
dat we naar buiten wegrollen.
Saying the margin of miss is they want it to roll out, so they want to miss it wide.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Land. Oh. Okay.
There's a double takeout.
Gets rid of the 2. Leaves that stone there, so there is something for Jonas to draw behind.
Yellow is still the shot stone, I think. Double checking here.
Gleiches Eis wie davor. Er hat jetzt Nase
One more stone for Team Genner.
Wir haben hier Eis gegeben, er hat Nase getroffen.
And they pull off
Ja,
a tie for an extra end.
ja, das können wir jetzt mehr. Aber eben, er muss ja zum Schluss, also wir kommen dann schon vorbei.
It's an important double takeout here for Team Verreycken, because that really reduces options here for the German team or the Austrian team.
Meine schaut jetzt für mich auch gerade viel aus, ehrlich gesagt. Vielleicht doch ein bisschen weniger, ich weiß nicht, es schaut gerade viel aus für mich, aber ja, eigentlich schon. Er hat der Nase getroffen, oder? Wir geben nur einen Ticken weniger Eis, aber ihr habt ja nichts gemacht, ihr habt ja nicht mal sauber gemacht. Eigentlich schon, gell?
This is it for Team Genner.
Sehr aktiv.
They need a good stone here. Sweepers seem to be okay with the weight.
Heavy clean curl.
Heavy clean with the curl. Just Martin leaning on that
Freeze!
broom.
Will be heavy for a freeze.
Freeze!
Trying to get it all the way back for a freeze.
Oh, this is a very nice freeze here. So they are. And Timo is
We
calling
kunnen
in
met
the
Biel
boys.
spelen, dan zijn ze alle 2 weg. Noosje is ook goed. Als je liever de draad doet ook, kies maar.
Up to Jeroen to decide what shot he prefers. A peel weight takeout,
Er ligt
a
ongeveer
draw, a freeze.
3 centimeter tussen. 3 centimeter.
Jeroen can make the final decision here. A little gap between yellow stones, so a double takeout with some peel weight is possible. Of course, and a draw and a full 8 is also possible.
Going to play the weight because even a nose hit is fine. Tom and Tour switching places. Tour has the inside line. go, Hammerstone.
Yep.
Tournament on the line. Tour immediately sweeping it. Pulling it off. And there it goes, and that is it.
Okay, thanks for taking the rock.
2 stones
Thank you for the
for
game.
Team Verreycken.
Thank you for the
Congratulations. They are the Austrian Open winners of
Thank you for the game.
2024. Scoring 2 in the final end.
Thank you for the game.
But a fantastic match going back and forth of both teams putting up good efforts.
Yeah, definitely. It all came down to the last
Wat een
stone,
goede
and
keus,
anything
maar
could
ik wou bij u
happen
laten geven
with
dat
that
je
last
meest
stone.
comfortabel.
So we were treated out there.
Voilà. Een
If
team,
the viewers can agree.
ik weet het, maar een team
People
moet ook
watching
mooi op
out
de neus
there.
zijn. Ik vond dit de meest
Joris
ideale.
happy, yow, wow,
Omdat
wow. Yeah,
als je niet op de
exactly.
neus zit, dan zal het.
Oops, sorry. Yep.
And I think we can conclude a very, very successful Austrian Curling Open. We have seen a lot of good matches, good stones. We have tons of material to clip and make highlight reels and extra footage. But we will be closing down on the ceremony, because this is going to happen straight after the game. There is not that much time. They need to hand over the ring back to the ice hockey team that is going to train here as of tomorrow, maybe, the Kitzbühel Adlers. But the Kitzbühel Adlers are unimportant at this stage because curling owns the building right now here in Kitzbühel.
At least for a few more minutes.
At least for a few more minutes, yeah. And then the ice is gone, the pebbles are rolled off, and then the ice skates will ruin everything that has been carefully prepped by Chris, the ice maker. So, John, what was your take on the game here?
Oh, it was a fantastic back and forth. You could see the level of these teams were quite even. Even with Team Genner Skip not playing, they still have a high level on that team that they were able to fight back, fight into this match. That 3 at the end makes the score look a little bit more lopsided than it was, but what can you say? That's curling. This was fantastic. This was exactly how we wanted this tournament to come down, and I'm glad we were here for it.
Yeah, I am very glad we were here. I think also people here in Austria loved to see their national team play the final. People in Belgium, the same thing. And we also had people, other contestants participating in this tournament who watched the game on the road back to their home clubs, home countries. I don't know if we have a result of the other final, the bronze final, to see whether G-Force managed to pull it off against Team Legenton or not. It was on the B sheet. And
Let me see if Soft Peeler has been updated.
I think G-Force has the win.
G-Force was winning. They didn't put up the final. Yes, it is. G-Force won it 9-5, so they are the bronze medal winners, with Legenton taking 4th. So congratulations to them. We've still got 1 match left on the ice. Actually, it's between Hofer and Augustin. They are going to an extra end, tied 4-4.
So the juniors are are doing the extra mile here to decide how the Austrian Curling Open will finish off. We will be posting all of the results, of course, on our socials. You can follow them there, and on Soft Peeler, obviously. And I think go ahead.
Let's do the goodbyes. Don't forget to say to like and subscribe. Follow us on all of our social media. Share it if you like. We've got memberships. You can just watch anything you do to help us out. It's appreciated. We love having you guys here in the chat as well. Joris, we see your kind words. Thank you very much as well. We will give the boys a hug. Christoph, safe travels home. Caro, yay.
And this was our first ever broadcast abroad for Kurdia. Now we have extended our borders across nations, and I think this was also a very pleasant experience for us, having Kurdia TV here partnering up with the Kitzbühel Curling Club. That was a partnership that we really enjoyed. So thanks for everybody enjoying the tournament. And if you're a tournament director out there, World Curling Tour event or other kinds of curling tournaments, basically, you want to have this type of stream, there is only one address.
I would be remiss if we did not thank Nina Hofer, the tournament director.
Yep.
She has gone above and beyond to help us out here, so thank you very much. And also a big thanks to Jonas Packhofer. He's the one who kind of got us in touch and got us through this, got this this arrangement in place. So we are very thankful to both of them and the curling club in general. So with that, we are going to say goodbye. We are going to have a drink with the teams, and then we are going to start taking things down and heading back to Belgium to get ready for our own season. So thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye now.